I'm a big believer that when you get a lot of people to buy into something, the possibilities are endless. I mean, it creates tons of opportunity. It creates a good culture, a good environment where you do want to work, you do want to give to the program.
Hey Tiger fans, this is Khalil Baker back with another episode of Inside CU Sports. This time we are going to talk with John Marcos from men's volleyball about their program, what's coming up, and Georgetown's matchup tonight.
My name is John Marcos. I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm a senior. I graduated last December, business administration and accounting, and my position is a right side hitter. In high school, I played basketball for 4 years. And my first year, I made the decision to play volleyball for the first time. It was more so to work out, to get more athletic, to jump higher, work on my vertical and my footwork. And slowly over time, I just fell in love with the sport. I started playing club. Towards my second year, I was already receiving a lot more attention from the volleyball side. So I decided to emphasize on it and focus. Just because it looked more prosperous with opportunity. Honestly, Campbellsville was my #1 choice. I knew I wanted to go NAIA because they support a lot financially with athletics and academics, but Campbellsville was ranked #1 in the nation at that time. So for sure there wasn't a doubt. It's honestly beautiful. It has its own gym. You know, in men's volleyball, you don't really see that. People usually got to share the gym a lot. Being able to have the opportunity to come here every day and get extra reps and be able to practice and work on things whenever was just kind of like a seal the deal type of thing. The things I've enjoyed the most out of CU would be all the people. I know it's a very repetitive thing that people say here, but I promise you it's true. It might be coming from a big city to a town that it's different to know everybody. It's different to go outside and people know your name, and you go outside or the teachers, the professors, they all know you, and you're able to talk to them and build relationships with people. And honestly, overall, it's just a great experience. Likewise with the program, I mean, Campbellsville, the sense of volleyball has always had very talented players. We've always been able to perform at a high level, and overall, it just gives you a good athletic and academic experience as a student athlete. Preparing in the preseason was a big thing. We emphasized a lot on sprinting for our explosiveness and a lot of endurance. So mentally, you do see that in the game sometimes where it'll come to a 5th set. And the thing about volleyball is that we have a really packed out schedule. We play over 30 games or close to 30 games in a season. So a lot of back-to-back games are happening, and you don't really have much control whether it's going to be a 3-set game or a 5-set game. So I think that conditioning has really applied, because when we've gone to tournaments or played other teams that have played back-to-back, you can see the endurance, and you can see that we're being a lot more aggressive, a lot quicker, and just a lot cleaner with our volleyball. So at first, although we didn't touch a ball a lot, I do think that it helped us have cleaner touches now and helped us have better control just because of our body, you know, being able to control our endurance and how tired we are. Goals was a big conversation, and not only talking about them, but planning out how to achieve them. We had a big class coming in, so it was all about getting everybody on the same page. I'm a big believer that when you get a lot of people to buy into something, the possibilities are endless. I mean, it creates tons of opportunity. It creates a good culture, a good environment where you do want to work, you do want to give to the program. Another thing within goals has been a lot of the academics. When you have a lot of freshmen coming in or a lot of new guys, I think that it's a really big change, especially in the beginning. And we've orchestrated everything. I mean, we have people in charge of study hall, making sure that everyone's up to par with their grades and things are going correctly. We have people that are constantly here for extra reps throughout the day, so guys can text in the group chat or text personally and come in and get work. It's constantly easy access. We've created the space, created the opportunity to make it easy for you to succeed. You know, I think that has helped our team and our bond and our chemistry also on the court. I think one of my biggest goals this season was to leave a ripple effect. I want to be a rock that gets thrown into a lake, you know? Kind of take the action now, but have actions so impactful that they leave ripples throughout. I think that's been my biggest goal, especially with the leadership role that I'm in, and just being able to get all the guys on the same page. My biggest goal is to be able to win and have that positive experience, just so that the team knows what it takes to win. I think this year we've done a lot for this, and I think that it's a good base. It's a good kind of like the standard. So kind of leave a blueprint, if that's what I'm trying to get to. I think that's one of my biggest goals in this team. In my personal opinion, rankings don't really matter. It's just an opinion at the end of the day. I think we've proved that we are a high-level team. We are a top team in the nation. I don't really think the ratings reflect that, but at the end of the day, they're just opinions, you know? They're not right, but they're not wrong. I think we just gotta continue to do our job. We have a few games that are preparing us for our final, and once we get past it, then we take one game at a time. Right now, we're focused on our next opponent, which it's a good match to be able to prepare and work on our discipline and our focus to continue out throughout the season. We've had some losses that have sparked a fire under us, where have kind of poked the bear, so to speak, and honestly, they were needed, you know? I think every game's important, never special, so we just gotta keep moving forward. Right now, we're having a lot of conversations with guys individually, as well as together as a whole. We're making sure that a lot of guys individually are ready to rise to the occasion, ready for them to step up when the moment is needed, learning how to communicate and stay focused on what's the goal. We're having a lot of conversations as a team on where our focus has to be, what are the things that truly matter. And a lot of that has to do with our attitude. Attitude is very important, especially for these upcoming games. I think it's the attitude of dominating, and it's no longer cruising and figuring things out, you know? We're at the part of the season where teams know how we play, they've scouted us, they see what our habits are, and at this point, it's not gonna be nothing new. We're not gonna surprise them with anything, but just dominate, you know? Have the attitude of, you can know what's going on, but can you stop it, you know? And I think that being able to get everybody on that same page to go out and dominate and be aggressive and really leave an impact, I think that's really what's gonna help us carry to that final and prepare us. Being in Miami, Florida, I never really expected to go to college. I was probably planning to just get the job route and grow up in corporation or something. But honestly, playing sports and God putting these people in my life that kept me in check, especially my volleyball coach in high school, Greg, which he had mentioned to me how important academics were. And luckily he told me at a good time, because I was able to focus and straighten those things out, which just constantly gave me opportunity. I got the opportunity to come here to Campbellsville, got the opportunity to graduate, get my education. I now have the opportunity to get my master's. So I want to thank God for that, just constant opportunities. I want to thank my family. They've been a huge support system, constantly looking out for my best interests, constantly supporting me no matter what. I mean, whenever I need something, they figure it out. One way or another, it gets done. And growing up, you tend to appreciate those things more, because you realize the sacrifices that they're making. You hold that with a lot more love, you know? It means more the older you get. So I appreciate that, and I thank my family. I want to thank Coach. I think Coach is somebody who gives a lot of tough love. He's constantly onto you and constantly getting onto you about you focusing or what's the next thing look like and how you're gonna approach things, and always keeping you in check. And I think it's one of those things that you don't appreciate, or you don't know what you have until you lose it, sort of things. I think he does a lot of things that go unseen. Constantly when you ask for help, he gets it done. I don't know where, how, but whenever you need something, he truly goes out of his way and figures it out for you. I think that's big. He's helped me out a lot personally. He's helped me out whether it's with a business idea, you know, like volleyball training. He's helped me out when it comes to my leadership role. I think I've been put in situations this year where I didn't know how to respond to certain things or how to react in certain moments and how to get everybody on the same page. And I think he brought a lot of experience into that and just constantly helped me out throughout the process.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of Inside C Sports. Please stay tuned for more.